and I hope you're well. Here's our gratitude video for week 3 of our self-care challenge. Oh my goodness, today my allergies are playing up. I don't know if you can see, my eyes are so sore, my throat, everything. I'm so tired as well. My hair's got conditioner in it. I put it in a bun for the school run, but I really wanted to come and post this graduation. I really wanted to come and post this gratitude video so that we can have it for tomorrow, since tomorrow is World Gratitude Day. I've got my notes here to try and keep me on track, so I'm going to try and be as quick as possible. I was tempted to come with sunglasses on because of my eyes. Oh my gosh, they're so sore, and then the sun bothers them as well. Oh goodness, I'm going to get some eye drops when I finish this. So with all that out the way, let's get on to gratitude. So really, when I think about gratitude, I think about being thankful, being appreciative, really, I'm so sorry, I've got rashes, oh my gosh. All right, no itching, no rubbing of eyes, let's go. So, oh yeah, and also please excuse the boys, they're making up holy noise, but let's go. Yeah, that's it, that's what I was saying. When I think about gratitude, I think about being thankful, I think about being appreciative, taking the time to think about what you have, thinking of what you've done, what you've achieved, thinking about what someone has done for you, what someone's given you, and even the opportunities that you've had to give to other people or help other people. Excuse me. I think it's really important to, I don't know if the word is practice gratitude, or just be grateful, just to have gratitude in your life, to be thankful for all you have. I think it's a really important thing to do and to include in your life, if not daily. And I just wrote a little something earlier. It says, we sometimes want more. We often set goals and crave more. But are we grateful for what we have? Do we show gratitude to those who do things for us or give us things? Yeah, it's like, I think like the way that we are as, say, as humans, I guess, is we want more. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to want more in the sense that you're ambitious, in the sense that you're, you know, you won't settle, you're not settling, that you're always striving for more, to improve yourself, improve your family, etc., etc. But when it goes too far, or it can become unhealthy or unhelpful, is when you want more but you don't appreciate what you have at the time. You don't appreciate now. You don't appreciate what you've achieved now. You just want. And if we really think about when the last time we showed gratitude to someone else, we showed, you know, we were grateful, you know, for what we have, what we've done, what we've achieved, what someone's given to us. When I was younger, I remember my mum, she used to, when anybody gave me anything, like a present or just something that someone gave me, she would get me to write thank you letters, or even like thank you cards, but it was mostly thank you letters. And I remember at Christmas or my birthday or Easter or other celebrations or occasions, after, you know, I'd get the presents and stuff, and I'd make a list of who sent it to me and who gave it to me, and then afterwards I would write, you know, letters, thank you letters. And it was really, really good. It was such a good lesson that she taught me. And it was like from I was young, probably about 4 or 5 onwards, as a teenager as well. And it was something that I took and I used to do, because I remember when my first son was born and people gave us gifts, I sent out thank you letters, thank you cards. When we blessed him and people sent cards and gifts and everything else, I sent letters out, but I put them from his perspective, as it were. And when I was thinking about gratitude and coming up with ideas for this video, I realised I don't do that much anymore, you know, which is really sad. And I didn't really hand that down to my children. Like when someone gives them something or does something for them, I do remind them to, you know, did you say thank you? And then I like them to maybe send a text message or like a gift or something when someone does something really good. But I haven't instilled in them that, you know, that thank you writing, and I think that's something I'm going to start up for myself, and it's something I'm going to definitely start up for them, because it was really a good thing, because it showed your appreciation for the other person, but also it kept you grateful and appreciative yourself. Okay, so let's go to my notes. Okay, to make this like gratitude exercises, the sun is shining right in my face, oh my goodness. There's different ways that people take note of gratitude or express their express their gratitude. You can get a gratitude journal where you write the things that you're grateful for. Maybe you might do it daily or weekly. I know, like, if you do planning, like yearly planning, or you do a bullet journal, you can put that in either monthly or like for the year. Some people start the year off with gratitude jars where they will have some paper, like maybe paper strips or small note size papers, and they will write down what they're grateful for and put it in the jar, and at the end of the year they would open the jar and look at all the things that they were grateful for in the year. You could also do that maybe monthly. You put all the stuff that you're grateful throughout the month, and then, you know, at the end of the month, open the jar and look at the paper and see all the things that you was grateful, all the blessings that you've had. You know, there was, like, I remember this old time church chorus, count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. And it's just so true, because day-to-day life, you know, you get sometimes disappointments, things happen, or you just don't feel like things are going the way that you'd want them to go. It's so easy to not realize what you actually have. So yeah, that would be really good to do. You could also have like a gratitude kind of a notice board, where you have a notice board. You might have a shop bought notice board, or you might just put an area in your house or on your wall and have that as your gratitude notice board, where you can pin things up that you've been really grateful for, and you could see it every day. You could go past every day and see it, and it will be just something that will prompt you to know and to acknowledge your blessings and the things that you've been given. And you know, it's such a nice thing to do. You could even do thank you notes or thank you letters. That could be a way of expressing gratitude. Or you can be simple and just write them down in a book, or you can put it on the notes app on your phone or tablet, I guess. So for our gratitude exercise, I guess we could choose one of them, whether we want to be more involved or whether you just want to do it quickly. A jar would be really helpful, because most of us have a jar around. You don't have to buy a jar. You can repurpose one by using one that you've already have, you know, wash it out and everything else and use it. Just write it down on some strips of paper. So yeah, I think we can do that. Or if you wanted to step it up a bit, you can make an actual journal. Just get a notepad or a notebook, and maybe say to yourself you're going to do it daily. If you wanted to do it as a one-off, you could just get a sheet of paper or a bit of card or something, you know. You could even make it part of your creative hobby. You can make like something like a wall hanging or a bit of decor or something, and then you put all the things that you're grateful for on there. I know for myself, a lot of the time I think about, I'm not as far as I would have thought I would have been at this age, and I can get down on myself and thinking, you know, I haven't really achieved what I thought I would achieve. You know, when you're younger, you have like ambitions and things that you just see yourself doing by a certain age, and I often think to myself, I'm nowhere near where I thought I would have been. But then I have to think about that I took the option to raise children. You know, with 5 kids, it was difficult to do the things that I had in my plans at the moment, and I just have to remember that they're young but they grow. My oldest one, he's like one hardback man now. So he, you know, and the youngest one, he's growing. Before I know it, he'll be in secondary school, and then when I blink again, he would have left school altogether. So maybe, you know, you might have the same feeling sometimes, and I know just not even just as mums, but as like a parent, you do sacrifice a lot for your children, which, you know, rightly so. But you've got to remember that the sacrifices that you've made is part of your accomplishments. Raising children is part of your accomplishment. You know, doing things for them, making sure that they get to do things sometimes means that you won't be able to do the things that you want to do, and think of that as an achievement. And then think about it in terms of gratitude. I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to be at home with them at this time. When I was working, it was quite difficult because it was like I'm rushing to pick them up, rushing to go to work, rushing from work home, and I would get home around 11, sometimes 12 o'clock at night. My kids will be sleeping, and I became quite ill, and the choice was taken really from me because I had to really think about, is me working, is it benefiting me? Is it benefiting the family? Am I doing it because I want to be independent? Am I doing it because it's what I feel is expected of me? And then, like, my youngest, he was still a baby, so we had to work out what was best all round. And I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity to leave work and look after him. And he became ill, so him becoming ill, I would have had to leave work anyway. He would have like pains and stuff like that. Some days he wouldn't be able to go to school, and then if I was working, there wouldn't be no way that I could work anyway. And that alone, I'm grateful that even though he was ill, he was very, very ill. It was like really bad. But yeah, I'm just grateful for him. I'm grateful for his life, you know. And even like with the older children, sometimes they try me, you know. The youngest one has grown older now. Sometimes he tries me too. But I'm grateful that I have them in my life. I'm grateful that I have my children. I'm grateful that, yes, they try me. They do things that I'm thinking, my child. But I'm grateful still that I'm able to instill things into them that hopefully they'll take it on board, and hopefully when they're adults, they'll be well-rounded. When they're adults, they would have picked up the things that myself and their father has instilled in them. You know, I'm grateful that things like, even if I think about myself and my personal goals, there's so many things I want to do, there's so many things I want to change, but I'm just grateful that I'm able to try and make changes. I'm grateful that I haven't had the changes forced on me, like my weight loss journey. I'm grateful that something clicked in my mind and I started on the journey, and I'm doing okay. I'm not doing as good as I thought I would have, but again, I'm grateful that I wasn't forced to. It wasn't a case of you have to, or this, you have to, or that. I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for, even I moan sometimes about I want the home to look better, and that's me. I need to put the work in. I need to make it better. But I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that at night time I've got somewhere to sleep, because unfortunately not everybody is in that position. There's people that don't have a home. There's people who they don't even know where they're going to sleep tonight. They don't know what they're going to eat tonight. You know, if they're parents, they don't even know how they're going to get food to feed their children. It's, when you think about it, it's like really overwhelming, because I'm just blessed in so many ways, but I don't take the time to think about it. Even now, the kids are shouting, they're making noise, I'm trying to record, and it's not happening, it's not working. And it's so easy for me to get into my mind and think, oh my gosh, you know, because this is a hobby of mine. This is something I do, that's a hobby, but it's also something that I feel anyway, like when other people say that they were really encouraged by something that I've said on a video, or that I've put up, or I might put some tips or some advice. If you could see the amount of shouting I'm doing that I'm going to edit out, if you could hear the noise, every time I'm saying stop, be quiet, they're not being quiet. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm an adult, but I should have time for myself. I should be able to do the things I like to do. You know, everybody comes and makes up noise. They see I'm recording, but they make up noise. And it's like, it doesn't matter to them, because they want to do what they want to do. They want to have their fun. They want to, you know, and it's not only just recording. I might be doing something like, you know, when I said I'm trying to get more into my creative stuff, I might be drawing or doing something, or whatever I'm doing, somebody comes along because their thing is more important than what I'm doing in their eyes. And I will get like sometimes just so frustrated and annoyed and like, really? I can't get to do my things. I can't, do you know what I mean? But really thinking about gratitude and being grateful and thankful, it's like, okay, take a step back. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's just sometimes it's disrespectful and rude. But with a mind of gratitude, you can deal with certain situations. You can deal with frustrations and disappointments because you're...
Hello? What are you doing now?
So this video is going to be all over the place because I have to keep stopping and starting. I don't even know where I've left off at. I don't know where I'm just going to have to, when I edit, I'm just going to have to shift and try and get it through. But you'll just have a different mindset. You have a different, don't know, it's just, I just think about it and then I think to myself, you know, the fact that I can be home and yes, they bother me, but if I think of it as they're not bothering me, they just need me for something, and then think of it like I'm actually privileged to be in a position or a place where I can be available to them. Because like I said, when I was working, I wouldn't see them on the days I was working. I wouldn't see them because I would come home and they'd be in bed, so I wouldn't see them. The ones who were the younger ones who was at home with me in the daytime, I'd see them, but the ones who were at school, I wouldn't see them, because if it was the times when I would work a bit earlier, I would drop the younger ones off, go to work, the older ones would get picked up from school, and I wouldn't see them at all. And not only that, they didn't get to see me, and it really showed because they just couldn't cope. So now, thinking about all the disappointments, all the frustrations, everything that I was ranting about, it's like I'm present for them, and they're just frustrations. But the fact is, children will need you. Your children will need you. So just get over it, get on with life, being grateful and, you know, practicing gratitude, as it were, really puts you in a different mind space, really puts you in a different mindset. And I just wrote down some more things, some more benefits. Being grateful or practicing gratitude, it helps you to appreciate things. It makes you feel happy. It relieves stress and worry. You know, like if you have something that you're really stressful about or you're worrying about it, and you kind of turn that kind of angst or stress and worry into gratitude. Or even if you can't see a way to be grateful for the actual thing that's giving you stress, if you're grateful for something else, it just puts you in a different mindset. It aids peace of mind. It helps you handle difficult situations. You know, they always say, like, look for the silver lining, as it were. And it's true, when you do that, you know, people who are forever optimistic, and they've just got this joy, they just ooze peace. It's like whatever's going on, or where it could be something, like to me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, oh no, oh, I'd be like ready to just, I don't know what, like, that's me, done, forget it, done. And then there'll be people like, oh yeah, but it's not the worst, you know, and this could have happened, or there's other things that could have happened, or they will just find the bright side of things. They will find like the good out of it. I'm like, hold on a minute, how do you do that? But the more you practice, the more you do it, you will become like that as well, and it will really, really help. Yeah, so I have some quotes that I found, And I'll put them up as a like image type of card again if you want to pause it and take a screenshot. One of them says, gratitude turns what you have into enough. The more grateful I am, the more beauty I see. And that was by Mary Davis. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Phew. That's by William Arthur Ward. Some people grumble that roses have thorns. I am grateful that thorns have roses. And that's by Alphonse Carr. And the last one is, today I choose to live with gratitude for the love that fills my heart, the peace that rests within my spirit, and the voice of hope that says all things are possible. There's also some scriptures. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. And that's 1 Chronicles 16 verse 34. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. And that's Psalm 9 verse 1. And I'll put them down in the description box as well. So that's about it. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to incorporate these kind of gratitude exercises into my day-to-day life. I hope my rambling was helpful for you. Hopefully I'll be able to edit out all the shouting or as much as possible. Thanks so much for watching. Put your tips and stuff about gratitude if you can down below. Give a thumbs up to the video if you liked it. Actually give the thumbs up because I've endured so much distractions, shouting, arguing and allergies. I should get a thumbs up just for that. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe so that you'll be able to see when more videos come up. We've got a couple more days and then it's the last week of this self-care challenge. Thanks so much for all of you who's been participating and giving me all the encouragement and the inspiration. It's been really good and really helpful. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye. So anyway, let's get on to our gratitude. And this thing's itching my forehead. Oh my gosh.